fish hook in the ear, James. James was kind of a little rascal in the neighborhood. He was a good young man, but he liked to tease people, and he was kind of a taunter, and he could I guess he had some older brothers and sisters, and he probably got teased. But when I moved to North Ogden, up to my house at 222 East 3050 North Ogden, he would play jokes on me, like he was part of the Dog Man story. Dog Man, where they pretended that there was a dog, a man who was half dog and half man, and they would tell me that Dog Man was going to come and get me. Anyway, it was kind of funny, but it was kind of scary to me, because they would play tricks on me, and I figured out pretty quick that they were just teasing me. But James could always dish it out. He would always tease, and tease quite a bit. Later, we became really good friends. He was a really nice young man, really good guy. I really like him. In fact, I think he lives in Park City now. He's very successful, but with a vitamin company. But anyway, James was a good guy. I eventually got to know him really well, but he was a great guy. But anyway, they took the scouts. The church took the scouts out to Willard Bay one day, and this kid's kind of a tough, teasing kind of a kid, and he's out there casting, and we're out fishing right by the docks at the South Dock at Willard Bay, fishing, reeling in, fishing, reeling in, fishing, reeling in, and anyway, and he's casting this big white and orange, maybe it was red and white or orange and white, big gigantic spoon lure, like I think they call them treble hook fishing lure. He's whipping it out there, bringing in, we're all trying to catch fish and so forth. Anyway, he's whipping it out there, whipping it out there, whipping it out there. Pretty soon, all of a sudden, we hear this scream, man. He just this blood curdling scream, ah! And as he was flicking that lure out there, that big treble hook lure, he hooked it on his ear right here or up here. I don't recall which, but he hooked that treble hook fishing lure right on his ear, and it sunk in really deep, and they could not get it off. And he screamed and cried like a baby. I thought it was so funny that it was such a big tease, and kind of a little bit of a bully at that time, but more of a tease. Anyway, he hooked that ear, and he screamed like a baby. I thought, well, he's not very tough if he has to scream like a baby like that. Anyway, they took him to the doctor, and the doctor had to cut, the one side of the hook out so he could pull it through, because they couldn't pull it back through the other way because it had that little jagged part on it. Anyway, screamed like a baby. But anyway, he wasn't so tough to me after that. But anyway, we became really good friends. Really good young man.